Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Slot man moves right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The slot man in motion right. He'll look to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 2nd and 6. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
White diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And Charles is able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, use his nose.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ready, go. Come back in. Come back in.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. They had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Bucs Seahawks offense set to begin their next possession. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their...
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Slot man moves right. They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Buccaneers did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Cook again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to...
This is intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw now on first down. That's to the former Bucs tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched him move for move and knocked it away.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross, 70 yards. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Check pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Second and long. Staying on his feet. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it's going to be third down and forever. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again third and long now. Now back to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson. As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. From way up at the 23. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Buccaneers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Grab 50, grab 50. Happy Ranger, Happy Ranger. Hero, hero. Hurt, hurt.
Back to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 47 yards.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Second and 5. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Got a man open. It's Ross. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding room at midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 76 yards. And the Buccaneers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From way up at the 23. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here.
He finds Kittle going across the field.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
before they can get the punt away. Whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Okay, ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
It caught up to him. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. John Ross, 31 yards. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I
them
was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Let's go now. Madden 50.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
3. 18, pioneer. Step pass, step pass.
He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Hey, check that. 3. Stop your ranger.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
50.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Robbie Anderson with career touchdown number 60.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.